Hello and welcome to another exciting I'm sorry. I moved the camera with my foot. Another exciting episode of an Inquisitive Crafter. Episode 42. I think that's right. Every time I podcast now, something goes off, some sound in my house, or I rub my eyes. That's the current thing. So get a beverage, take a drink every time I rub my eyes, I guess. Or every time something sings in my house. Okay. My name is Susie. I like to mess with my eyes. And I am on spring break. I'm an orchestra teacher in the Dallas area. And this is my last day of spring break. I'm not counting tomorrow as my last day because I'm taking my daughter back to school, and that's gonna be a lot of driving. I mean, not a gross amount of driving. I went to Sam Houston State. That was like 3.5 hours away, and Sarah is only 1 hour and 45 minutes away, but it's still driving and not being in my jammies at home, which I am right now. Okay, maybe I should lift it up so you can't see my jammies. Okay, I hope you guys are having a great week, but let's get into it. My sorrow and worry over what is happening in our country is increasing. And I don't watch the news as much as an adult should, I guess. But it is really hard. It is really hard to not watch the news, to watch other things, to see people being happy or to feel happy when so many freedoms are being taken. People's personal freedom, financial stability, the Department of Education, a disregard for our country, our land, people losing their jobs, just the whole chainsaw sweep through America, through the United States, I should say, is devastating and worrying. But I saw on the Fat Squirrel Speaks podcast, her latest one, I saw something I'd never heard of about extinction burst. And extinction burst is in behavior theory. I'm reading from my notes. I should have my glasses on because I can't see. Oh, I have morning hair, and it's almost afternoon, but I woke up late today. Extinction bursts are when behaviors are being challenged. You will see a temporary increase in frequency, intensity, or duration of this behavior. When that behavior is being challenged or the reinforcement for the behavior is being withdrawn. Now, she was talking about being in the death throes of misogyny, like she was talking about a book specifically, but in our country, misogyny, yes. Privilege, yes. But this extinction burst often precedes the eventual decrease and extinction of the behavior. So maybe my hope is this is what we are seeing, an extinction burst as we embrace change in the world and in having the privilege step aside to make space for everyone. I hope that's what it is. I hope something stops something's got to stop. Something's got to give. Because it's ridiculous. It's awful. But I also do think that we do need hope. We do need our crafts, our reading, our enjoyment of TV and movie watching, like the things that we enjoy. I think we need those things because there has to be hope. In the darkest times of our society, of our world, there have always been those threads of hope that lead us to a new path. And eventually we will have joy again. And I won't feel so guilty finding things that make me happy. Because we all deserve to be happy. We all deserve joy. Okay, that was heavy. Wipe tears. And let's push past this because you are here. Oh, look, does nose scratching count? Oh my gosh, I'm just icky. Let's push past and talk about what you're here for, which is some crafts. Okay, what I have finished. I've finished one thing. I finished it last night. I started it last night. It is the 2024 Spring Doodle Cup Cozy by Jamie Lomax. It took me like an hour and a half. Look at this. Now my ends aren't woven in, and I still have my tail because I got to fix one major part. But I have a coworker who is having her birthday's today. I gotta send her a happy birthday. And I'm gonna give her this and maybe a gift card to Starbucks or something. I don't know. But this is adorable. Look at this. It hasn't been blocked either, so it will look a little bit better. Look at the back there. This is what I need to fix. Oh, do you see my basketball progress keeper? I won this last year with the Knitting in March Madness pool that we have going on in Knitters Brewing Company on Ravelry. And so it's March Madness now, so I'm have my basketball stuff out. I'm not going to win this year because my bracket's already not been busted, but it's been decimated a little bit. Okay, I need to fix, I don't know what happened here. I don't know if I dropped a stitch or what, but I don't know why all these stitches are really wet. I need to push that back in, but so I'm just going to sew it up. It'll be fine. And then do you want to see my floats? I don't know if they're good or not, but I'll show them. Oh, and all my ends that need to be woven in. Do you weave in ends of floats? I'm assuming you do. That looks nicer because there's no extra threads. So this was really fun. It was pretty easy. The biggest challenge and the most time was taken finding the yarn. So the yarn I use, like this is okay, I've been getting these yarnables. I'll show you the last yarnable I got, I already showed, but remember this one where I get a skein of DK weight and then a mini skein. And I never think these go, right? This does not go to me. I would not put these together, but these minis are perfect for the doodles that I've been wanting to do. So the purple in my cup cozy was from a mini. Was it from a mini? It may have been from a regular. I think it was from a mini. And the green was definitely from a mini. This was from the dinosaur mini that I got. I have that one here. See, here's the mini. This was T-Rexcellent, which was the December 2024 coordinated color to go with whatever the main color was. And then, oh, is this a mini? Let me see. Here's my purple. And this was, oh yeah, this was a mini. Sorcerer's Secret to go with the October 2023 skein. So very happy about that. And then the cream color was, I bought from Yarnaceous Fibers or Fangirl Fibers at DFW Fiber Fest this past year. And that's what I've been using for headbands anyway. So I'm super thrilled and I just want to make more and more and more and more. And I really love, this only took like an hour and a half because I can make these for gifts. So super cute, very exciting. I just feel like I'm a real knitter, and that's so exciting because I never thought that would happen to me because I'm a crocheter. Oh, my water cup. My friend got this for me. She who loves to crochet. And on the back, it says, I think this is perfect. When life became too frenzied, she took up her crocheting and breathed a while to the rhythm of the stitches and rows until her smile returned and her mind was calm. So, thank you, Rebecca. And coffee. Okay, what I have been working on. So last week I said I was gonna work on my Tournament of Stitches 2019 knitting shawl. And I did, but I have not finished it because I want to finish it. And then I want to move on to another whip, you know, and clear these whips out that I've been had for a while. So here's what it looks like right now. And I don't know where I was last because of course I didn't mark it, but I'm gonna mark it now. Oh, I haven't gotten too far because I've gotten distracted by new projects I've started. How can I have new projects if, I should be looking over here, sorry. How can I have new projects if I have so many whips? But I do. I have, a student of mine gave me some progress keepers of How to Train Your Dragon because she loves How to Train Your Dragon and I love dragons. So I'm going to put this progress keeper of this cute light blue dragon that I don't know its name. I have not really seen any of these movies, but I'm going to because there's a live one coming out and I want to see that. Okay, so I was here. It's really hard to mark it. There we go. Okay, so now it's marked so we can see how far I came. Should I have marked it there? I don't know. But I'm going to work on this because it is enjoyable and it's a bigger needle. So it's really good because I've been working on a pair of socks and some smaller needle stuff. Okay. The next thing I've been working on is my birthday beach socks. It's called the Atlantic Current socks, but I call them my birthday beach socks by Melissa Sibley Designs, Melissa Sibley Designs. But of course I don't have them because they're in my car. It's my car knitting and I have made progress. I'm done with the gusset decreases and now I'm close to the toe on one sock and I'm just working on the foot on the other sock. I'm gonna have those finished by my birthday. That's my new plan. I started, where is this? I thought I had everything laid out all nice and neat and I had a plan and then I don't really have a plan. Okay, although I do have show notes. I started the Valerie Summer Sun Hat by Dorianna Rivelli. This is my favorite sun hat to make. I've made several of them. It is marked with a dragon. But I should move it down. I'm making this for a coworker who wanted a black hat because I wanted to give her a gift before the end of the year. And her favorite color is green. Well, her name is Miss Green, but it says green sparkles in it. So it's black cotton and then the green sparkle mesh part. You see the mesh? You can't really see it too well. And then it'll have a black brim. So this is crochet and I'm about a third of the way through, I guess. So that's pretty good and pretty easy. I started it and was whizzing away and then I set it down, which is why it should be farther along than it is, but it is not. Will I have it done before spring break is over? Oh, yeah, I went into the couch. No, but it'll get done. This next week, it'll be done. I vow. Okay, the next thing is what I have been working on. Oh, I dropped some stitches. This is the Fancy a Cuppa by Stone Knits from her book, Joyful Colorwork Socks, I believe is what it's called. And which I don't have here. Oh, because it's on my iPad. And I started the Cuppa, the second sock. But then the first sock, I'm almost done with the color work. I'm working these, so I start them on Magic Loop, and then I decided I wanted to try to work color work on 9-inch circulars because I've heard that's easier, although I don't personally care for 9-inch circulars, but it's going okay. They're just small and my hands are huge, so, but let's see, I'm trying to pull yarn out of the way. Look at that. What? Okay, so these are not an elephant, as my children said they look like, not a bear, as another child said it looked like. These are teapots. And then at the top, it has a little, like, Fair Isle looking thing. But I should have, I'm not good with, okay, I feel amazing that I did this. I feel amazing that I enjoyed it so much. It's fingering weight yarn, not my favorite medium, but I want to be a knitter, so gotta get into this fingering weight, I think. And I don't have solid color, so that's my goal for this year. Any purchasing I'm doing, hopefully, is going to be more tonals and solids, so I can get more of this stuff done. But I dug into my gnome box. I have a box of yarn that has minis from a solid color advent or tonal advent that I got from Marionated Yarns several years ago, and I used them. My intention was just to use those colors for gnomes, and of course I'm still buying yarn for gnomes. I bought a set for the new gnome coming out. But I dug in there. I got this blue was from an estate sale. This was not from the Marionated Yarn. Where did the blue go? I'm sitting on it. This is Vice hand-dyed yarn Paradigm. Vice Paradigm, which is 80/20 superwash nylon, and the colorway is highlighter, I believe. It does look like blue highlighter. So that was a solid color, so I chose that. And then I didn't know, like, you're supposed to run your picture of your yarn, like your yarn selection, and do it in black and white so you can see, are they gonna pop, are they gonna contrast or not? And they did not, and I'll show you. But I went ahead and went with it anyway because I had this gray from somewhere. It was also from the estate sale where I got a whole bunch of yarn. What the heck is going on? So I don't know the colorway or anything, but I got this gray, and I thought that'll be perfect for a teapot. That looks like a teapot. And then I had this peach, which is Mimi Melon, I believe, and it was also from the estate sale, but I stuck it in the gnome box. That's why I mentioned the gnome box. None of these are minis from that advent. Lies, Susie, lies. Okay, I do not know what I've just done. I'm just gonna tuck you in here and see. I've just been throwing my knitting on the couch. I need to put it in a bag. But I stopped working on this because I wanted to go ahead. I'm fixing to pick the blue back up for the bottom of this, and I wanted to go ahead and get the cuff done, so I will definitely work on the second sock and not just go, oh look, I did one, good for me. Because these are a gift for someone who watches. And what I've decided to do, I think, is at the foot of this sock has teacups on it. I'm thinking I'm just gonna do the sock in a solid and maybe just continue it in the blue. That's what my husband suggested. Continue it in the blue. And then the second sock, instead of the teapots, it's gonna have the teacups, and then continue with blue. So that would be cute, I think. The stitch counts are the same, so it should all work out. Oh, I've dropped stitches again. Dang it all. Okay. Okay, I'm gonna pause this. So I fixed my knitting issue, my drop stitches, and then my husband needed something, so I went to go help him. And then I sat back down, and then my son called me, and he needed me to do something real quick. He's out of the house, and so I did that. So now I'm back. I'm on limited time. Okay, so I've gone over all my works in progress, what I've been reading. I've been reading Quicksilver by Callie Hart. I forget how I found this book, but what I do is I watch or listen to people talking about books on various podcasts and things, and then I go and look on my library to see if they have them, and if it has them, and then reserve them or put them on a wish list, depending on if I'm ready for them. But this one is an enemies to lovers romantasy with razor sharp banter, heart-stopping action, and blistering hot romance. So, okay, some banter, maybe some action. I don't know, but I've seen a lot of people read it, and I saw it at Barnes & Noble when I went. It was on one of their Hot Right Now tables, so it's good. Am I reading anything else? No. I did discover because I primarily read on my Kindle, it'll track my reading, and apparently I don't read on Tuesdays, which I think is really interesting. I have months where none of the Tuesdays have me reading, evidence of me reading on them. So I think I'm going to track that. I'm going to see why that is. Upcoming knit-alongs I wanted to tell you about. Okay, so Nitty Natty and her 11 Stitches website is hosting the Float Tote Crochet Along April 4th through 30th. I'm going to participate in that because I have that pattern already, and I'm just going to use some yarn in my stash, and I've always wanted to make a float tote, so I'm excited about that. Imagine Landscape, Sarah Schira has a Professor Fungi. I can't read. Professor Fungi Gnome Mystery Knit Along, April 2nd to May 6th. Actually, the clues come out April 2nd, and the last clue comes out April 17th. So doesn't seem very hard. That's right up my alley. So I've already purchased yarn for that instead of looking at my gnome box. Stitch Quest, hosted by Amy of Happy Little Yarn and the Cat Lady. That is ending, their quest for quarter one is ending March 31st, where you find a strain of the enchanted skein, a strand of the enchanted skein, and weave it or knit it or crochet it into your project. So if you're participating in that first quarter, get your stuff up because it ends March 31st, and I'm eager to see what the second quarter brings. Earth Tones Girl is having an I Love Books and sock knitting cow knit along from March 1st to May 1st. And so I have this yarn. What is this yarn? I should look. I just have to show you this because it is perfect. I got this yarn, Gems, from the Gems Luxe Fibers booth at DFW Fiber Fest. And this is, one in stash. This is Poseidon. And I've been wanting to read this book. My daughter has it, so she's loaned it to me. Sorry about the reflection. A Song for Achilles. I've read Circe by Madeline Miller, her second book, and this is her first book. But is that not perfect? Like the gold, rusty gold. So you read a book and knit a sock, and that's the cow. So I got to get started on that. This is DK weight yarn. I'm gonna make some kind of slippery something for me. So excited. Anything else about that? No. Grocery Girls. I haven't started this. I didn't even know what was going on because I haven't been watching them this year so far. But they're having the Hello Summer Makealong, which is tees, tanks, sundresses, beach bags, or sun hats from January 28th to June 1st. So my sun hat will count. I'm very excited about that. That ends June 1st. And I have a t-shirt that I want to finish that I started 2 years ago, I think. But and whips count as long as they're under 25% done, I think. Okay, is that it? All right, I've not been keeping up with any journaling, but it's gonna happen. I did not touch my garden because it's been so windy. I just haven't wanted to be putting dirt out if I'm gonna get hit in the face with dirt. But I need to get, and my seeds will blow away, so I need to get that done. And I think our strong winds are dying down, so that I just need to clear it out and then get some new dirt and lay it down, like amend the soil. And then I want to plant some stuff because I don't want to wait until summer, which is when I've usually been starting to plant things. I want to get stuff planted now. I have yet to mop my floors. That's happening today. I did clean out, I'll show pictures. Well, maybe I'll show pictures. I'll show pictures next time. I did clean out I have a bar in our house that is just been a storage facility. And I cleared it out because I got a new coffee pot and it's a little bit bigger than what I wanted on my counters. I have very little counter space in my kitchen. And so I decided to make a coffee bar, coffee and tea bar. So I moved all my some of my teacups and my coffee cups and my coffee pot over there, and it has a sink already. So I'm excited about that. So that's a part of our house that looks better. Although I have a whole bunch of boxes that needed to go out to recycle and they didn't make it. They're still in the house. So I gonna make a midnight run to a recycle bin somewhere that has no cameras and chunk my boxes in there. Don't turn me in, please. Although if I had to go to jail, I could knit and crochet and read, I guess. Maybe not knit, that's pointy objects. I'll think about that. I'll let you know. We went to Jiangqi, which is our favorite Asian restaurant. And then there's a Asian supermarket. I think it's a Chinese supermarket. Next to it, we had tea and dumplings, and I love that. My husband and my daughter and I. And then we went to the Chinese supermarket and got our favorite little snacky snacks, like candies and stuff. They didn't have, I was looking for rock sugar because the tea we had at Jiangqi this last time came with rock sugar, and I just put 2 little chunks of sugar in there, and it was so good. So I was looking for that. They didn't have that. I was looking for some ginger chews. I have to eat when I drive. So I'm trying to find things that take a long time to consume that aren't very many calories, so I can feel like I'm eating. I should chew gum, but I don't like to chew gum. I'm kind of out of that habit. But I found some candies, substitute candies that are pretty good, although my oldest son is eating them fast, so I need to hide them. So we can't find them, put them in my car. What else did we do? We went to a bookstore. That was fun. I was gonna buy all these books, and my daughter's like, I have that one, don't buy it. I have that one, don't buy it. I thought that was funny. Watched The Waitress, the musical. That was great. That was on Max, I think, had it, and we rented it for $3.99. Watched some romance movie on Netflix. Excuse me, I watched that by myself. That was funny. I don't know, just been hanging out, not doing much of anything, but I had a great time doing it, and then I have to go back to work. But I'm gonna still find my joy. I encourage you to find your joy and keep your head up even in these trying times. We can make it through this. You just got to go through your list of representatives and see who is up for re-election coming soon, and really complain to them about everything. Okay. All right. Stay inquisitive. Bye.